Lose Manny Bates just 57 seconds into the year with a shoulder injury. Right now, Dewana trying his best, but he's given up some serious.
Jaden Ivey, 15 in the loss at Rutgers, missing there, and it comes down to Smith. Helms stops and threw it to the other side. Yeah, he thought he got fouled. Ivey, full head of steam, ripped out of bounds by Smith.
Finding his man for a layup.
Ivey from the wing, off the heel. There's Williams. Waits. Step back for Smith. No.
That's a good defensive possession for Purdue. Nice switch. Caleb First getting a good contest at the end.
Ivey, maybe he'll give the Boilers a spark. Offensive board, Edey step back.
Right now,
Purdue's that one-handed skip around the arc. Ball movement. But Ivey cannot hit it. Another offensive board.
They are doing their jobs on the offensive glass. Purdue getting good looks. Eventually, these are going to go. They're too good of a shooting team.
There you go.
You give these guys enough opportunities.
It does in here. Again, up top, boy, they left Ivey all alone, but he missed the three.
Does not get any more open than that. NC State really fortunate in a miscommunication.
And a bump on the way to the basket against Ivey on the other end.
How can you get him going downhill so he can make plays? That's a heck of a way to start.
And here he is. Folks, it's showtime. Maybe that'll be the jolt.
He comes from the corner, and that's big-time defensive awareness. Now you're right, it's showtime. And Jaden Ivey, as good as anybody in the open floor, just goes up and hammers it.
And now backdoor, another hammer. Williams is fourth of the half, Robbie.
He can really pass it. Just a nice cut by Jaden Ivey. Terquavion Smith a little over-aggressive.
It's going to be Sebron going to work off balance. And picked up at midcourt as the time expires. Wouldn't count, doesn't go anyway. And NC State leads by 4. And Ivey has it knocked free by Smith. Now he takes it right down the lane into the rim. That's what Jaden Ivey can do.
Look at this burst. Jaden Ivey just blowing right by Terquavion Smith.
Wanna see how long Kevin Keats keeps him out there. Right now he has nobody subbing in. Fort Virginia puts him back up 7. Ivey short on the three, and look at the rebound by the ACC's team.
Isaiah Thompson missed Jaden Ivey. He's still open.
And he hits it. First three in the second half for Purdue.
NC State.
Trouble for NC State. Ivey down the lane, great pass. Well, there's the dunk. They got it after all.
Jaden Ivey starting to do some real positive things. Who's offense showing some signs of life. You see the shot blocker coming over, Jalen Gibson, to block that shot. There's no backside rotation.
Jaden Ivey has become much more assertive the last 10 minutes.
He is looking to get downhill and get to the basket.
There he lost it, and then he picks up the foul, and he and Smith getting a little testy. NC State's hit 7 threes and 15 tries. Rutgers also was good against them in three-point shooting, and now another turnover as Ivey loses it out of bounds.
So NC State's going to make it tough on the first pass, and then they're just going to retreat.
Ivey rejected by Dewana. Met him at the apex. Step back, foot on the line. Would have been a 2. He missed it anyway. Has it stripped by Williams. Up to Ivey. Ivey lays it in. Timeout NC State. The Boilers are back in it.
Doing a much better job. This time it's Eric Hunter getting over the pick and roll. We've seen Trevion Williams do this already once today with those long arms. On Sebron here tonight.
Ivey almost got a steal there. The talented freshman Smith on the talented sophomore, and it's going to be a foul on the sophomore Ivey.
I like the intensity here. Once again, Jaden Ivey into the basketball.
Ivey's going to be the one to bring it up. Driving it on Morcell, blew right by him. Holy cow!
Talk about taking the pressure, getting to the basket. You want to pick Jaden Ivey up 94 feet. Watch this, takes off, right to the basket. He's going to try to get to the rim.
Corner, Morcell.
Yep,
it did. Ivey got a piece, and here's Ivey in transition. Stepping through, and they say the block was clean, but it will be Purdue ball.
What an outlet by Trevion Williams.
Morton gets it to Stefanovic. The heave. No. And we are destined for 5 extra minutes. And Ivey. No. Williams. Yes. Timeout NC State.
It's in here. Just a little bit casual from NC State. Eric Hunter with the steal. Jaden Ivey going to the rack. Unable to finish. But how about Trevion Williams? Come off.
It's Morton guarding him. Drives it inside, rejected. Morton got a piece of it first.
Well, that was a goaltend. I'd love to see that again, but
time session, they got lucky there again.
Boy, last 2 possessions, Purdue is living dangerous.
Purdue playing frantic, but goaltend here, Robbie.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Sebring driving here, Ivey coming over. This thing hits the glass. I mean, it's not going to go in, but by rule.
By the rule.
Well, Kevin Keats, he has some serious arguments over here with cut and basket. He might have a point there. I'd like to see that again.
He had to have that.
Purdue closing out. Keep him from shooting that ball. And Helms wisely driving into the basket.
And he knocks down the first.
In there, and to even get this game to overtime with the way they played for 30 minutes. It's about finding a way to survive. Look how close Purdue's guards are to the baseline. There's just no space there, and boy, Kevin Keats going to get a technical foul, and this one's going to slip away from NC State.
And one more for Ivey.
No shortage of things to work on if you're Purdue, especially on the defensive end of the floor. You've got to find a way to guard with this intensity that we've seen in overtime. Dude's one of the best players in the country.
Helms. Weak side hook. Williams again.
He has done everything here. He has really brought this home for Purdue.
23 seconds left. Ivey's going to go to the line. Trevion Williams.
What a game. He has been everywhere for Purdue.
Well, you mentioned maybe moving him to the starting lineup, but I hear you.
It just seems like Zach Edey is in a little bit of a funk. He's not playing bad. Maybe it's like, hey, this dude's doing great off the bench. Keep him there.
Ivey skies for the rebound. NC State will not foul.
No.
And they erase the heartbreak from Thursday in New Jersey. And for NC State,